Yes guys, welcome from me, Challenge Manager 0102, the England ODB Challenge Part 3. So, I haven't actually moved on massive amounts since the last video. So what I thought I'd do this morning is I thought I would just play a little bit of it for what we had. So we've had some European qualifiers. I think we had the first one, didn't we? So we've just had some back-to-back games against Austria and Bosnia, so we're well in command. This is my current England setup at the moment. Now, I forget who it was, but somebody says you've forgotten about Mike Duff, and I did genuinely forget about Mike Duff. So I've moved Mike Duff onto my short list just to keep an eye on him. I did make some big wholesale changes on that last game away to Bosnia, where I brought in Alan Smith up top, Janssen I brought in, I used three central midfielders in the middle of the park. Ray Parlour is there purely on merit, absolutely on merit. I even brought Clint Hill in for his first England cap, and he was alright, did alright, didn't he? But he's there on merit as well. I moved Phil Neville in on at right back. Ferdinand was suspended, so I brought in Ugo Ekiog. I even brought Nicky Butt in and dropped Dyer and Steven Gerrard. So, I know somebody said to me they're looking forward to this next instalment and stuff and see where we go. And it's you guys have been great in respect of ideas. Somebody was telling me about, they said Kirkland's always their number one. What I found with Kirkland, Chris Kirkland on the ODB, is he turns into a good player. He turns into a fucking monster goalkeeper, but I don't think he's quite season one quality. I could have that fucking totally wrong, because I've not exactly got a lot of options for goalkeepers. David Seaman, I did well to get the World Cup out of him, in all honesty. You'll also notice, right, given this particular video and who knocked me out the World Cup, I'm sporting a bit of a heritage here of an Italian top. Because I was about to say, but fuck the World Cup and fuck Italy, but that would make me a bit of a fucking hypocrite, and my mum would fucking go crazy at me if she heard me saying fuck Italy. But anyway, fuck Italy. So we've made some real wholesale changes. You can see we've actually still got a gap. It's going to be a long time before we have the Euros. Obviously, we're only in 02, so this really is a session on me just waffling on and this and that. Nicky Butt, I brought Nicky Butt. I even dropped, as you probably saw, I dropped Ashley Cole because I think his average was under 700. That's why I brought Clint Hill in. It's difficult because I even dropped Nicky Barmby, who got his place last season or during the World Cup through merit. But you can see right there, 670 is fucking atrocious. Jamie Carragher is having a bad season. Scholes, right, here we go. Then, so we'll probably get as far as this friendly against Holland, shall we? So we've got to look at the fucking state of this. So 10 days, so he should be available, shouldn't he? Michael Owen, shock horror, Michael Owen's injured. Steven Gerrard, what we'll do is we'll take him from the Matt Janssen. Matt Janssen's going to have to go as well. So what do we need then? So we need a few players in. Let's have a look, see what we've got going on. See, look at that one game. I mean, Alan Smith is already there. See, Ronnie Wallwork. He hasn't really had many games, has he, Ronnie Wallwork? I would like to give Ronnie Wallwork a shot, to be honest with you. Given how he looks like he's developed. We do need a forward, though. There's no doubt about it. So look at David James quickly. Fuck him. We need a forward. Let's see. Heskey's a striker, isn't he? Yeah, fuck that. I mean, Jonathan Green in 763. It's difficult. It is. Tommy Smith. You see, maybe Tommy Smith. We could. I think we had him in the squad, didn't we? Okay. Oh, he's already in the squad. Spastic. Let's find ourselves. John Curtis is another option. So we've got some strong defenders to come in. No doubt about that. Joe Cole. I think he must have been injured, which is why Joe Cole weren't there before. And we've got one more space, haven't we? So we need a forward. Who are we having? A forward. David Seaman is still going. He's playing as well. Not that I'd have... Darius Vassell. Fucking hell. There's a trip down memory lane, isn't there? Oh, my days. Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's just have Sean Davies. Just for the moment. Right, let's just... okay, let's just have a provisional sort of setup, shall we? So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go with Chris Kirkland. Then he hasn't been playing... I mean, look, yeah, I can't do it, can I? I cannot do it. Richard Wright, he hasn't been playing. Ian Walker, you know, he's had a hatful of games and he's not done too bad. So, I don't know. We'll see how we go. Let's have a look in defence then. As it stands, Clinton Hill, I'm going to give Clinton Hill another shot at left back. I'm going to probably retain Ugo Ekiog, and I'm probably going to give Ronnie Wallwork a first shot. Right back, I'm going to give it to Wes Brown. That'll be a provisional sort of setup. In DMC, I mean, Nicky Butt. Probably Nicky Butt I'll keep. And then in the centre of midfield, I think we're going to go. We'll stick with our guys, shall we? What did we have last time? So we had Parler, Beckham, Bowyer. We'll keep the same sort of setup. We're going to bring Tommy Smith in. Tommy Smith can, well, as it stands, he can earn himself. Tommy Smith can earn himself a starting berth due to the injury of Matt Jansen. Scholes will probably put him on the bench. It's difficult, really, because you don't want to lose games. Of course you don't want to lose games, but you also want to sort of try and play it realistic in terms of giving other players a chance. But you also want to be realistic and giving players that deserve it. Mike Duff probably don't deserve it. So it'd be a little bit of favouritism if I was to bring Duff in. The same as Samba. But, you know, I mean, I want to see Duff, right? I want AI to buy Duff, and I want Duff to rip it apart. So to justify me picking him almost. So we'll play our game against Holland. We'll see how we get on. It won't take us too long. Then hopefully the next video will hopefully put us in line for the Euros. Okay. Yeah, they're pleased. So they fucking should be. Still considering starting a Belarus game. Barnby removed. Well, fucking brilliant, Barnby. Fucking brilliant, you stupid motherfucker. Baby-faced little prick. Okay, so... Okay, he hasn't been playing, has he? He's just not been playing. But we'll try and give him... we'll try and give him another game, another shot maybe. Steve McManaman. Shaggy. Do you know what though, McManaman, yeah, I always rated McManaman as a player in real life. Thought he was great. Until he got his move to Real Madrid. He was like sort of one of the first players to really capitalise on the Bosman. If I remember rightly, he got that Real Madrid move, 60 grand a week, and he was fucking shit. But I have one main memory, right, of Steve McManaman. It was Liverpool against Celtic, and I remember it so well because I hate Celtic, as you know, and I fucking despise Henrik Larsson. And Henrik Larsson, it was a Battle of Britain, it was a European game. Henrik Larsson went down and, you know, did the old fucking, you know, like appealing for a foul, didn't get it. And the ball, he's on the floor like this, like he'd been fucking shot, rolling around. And the ball came back near him, and all of a sudden, it gets up, yeah, like he's been shot, but suddenly miraculously recovered, gets up, went to get the ball, fucked up again, lost the ball, and decided to go back down. McManaman, at which point, picked up the ball on the right and just did this fucking wonder goal. And McManaman don't have many wonder goals. Or it might have been the goal or the amazing run or something like that. And ever since then, more than any other time, I fucking hate him. Anyway, that's enough about that. So let's do some subs. Let's have some subs in place. Owen and Scholes. We need a DMC, really, don't we? We've got David Dunn. We'll tell you what we'll do. We'll actually... I'm not even going to give Sean Davies. He don't even deserve to be there, let's be honest with you. Joe Cole, he's just going to have to fight his place, Joe Cole, because I'm using central midfielders, obviously, in the middle, so Cole's going to have to just bide his time. We'll let McManaman have a shot. On the bench, that is. Phil Neville. And we will go with Gary Neville and Ashley Cole. Okay, fuck you, Tommy Smith. You can deal with it. Okay. 94% is good enough for me. Okay, here we go then. Beckham. Holland, not an easy... Oh, for fuck's sake! Jesus Christ! And do you know what? Right, I think we all do this, don't we? We all have players that we don't like in the game because we dislike them in real life. Fucking cunt. And Boya is one of them. Or Boya, he's a fucking prick. I can't stand the little dickhead. I wish Kieran Dyer would beat the shit out of him, but I think realistically, Dyer was never going to take Boya. Okay, so Van Nistelrooy missed a penalty. Frank de Boer injured. Quite a fucking first half of football. Let's see what he was red carded for. He hacked down Seedorf. Right, okay. Okay, Tommy Smith is on a 85%. I'd like to try and win the game, so I'm going to bring Scholes in. I'm going to bring Wes Brown off. We're going to bring Gary Neville on. Also, he's on a yellow card. I'm not going to take that risk. Kirkland can come in for a bit of action. Alan Smith can come off as well. And Michael Owen can come on. So 4 changes. You wanted me to, chop and change it a little bit. Give some other players some game time. I'm trying to think how Gareth Southgate would. I should have a fucking waistcoat on, shouldn't I? And a blue shirt. And that cunt can still fuck himself after Euro 96. Okay. We've got lucky there. We've got very lucky to get a victory there. Beckham, the man of the match. That was actually quite a shit performance. Smith was poor. Bowyer was poor. Scholes was shit. But do you know what? We won 2-1. We have won our game, and we'll clear that now then. I mean, Ferdinand, look how shit Ferdinand's doing for Leeds. And I said to you, didn't I, last season, I mean, I know he made the starting lineup for the World Cup, but I knew Ferdinand has a tendency to phase off. I mean, Wes Brown deserves his place. Did I take Brown off? I did, didn't I? And he was on an 8. And Wes Brown, central defence maybe as opposed to right back. He's pushing, really. Ronnie Wallwork, let's see how he did. He didn't do too bad, Ronnie Wallwork. He needs to move, though. Ray Parler's quite a surprise. He's doing well. Beckham didn't let me down, really, did he? He didn't let me down whatsoever. So looking good. Joe Cole will probably come back in. Ian Walker did shit. I mean, my goalkeeper's still an issue. Gary Neville probably should come in at right back, and Wes Brown should maybe move at centre half alongside Ekiog. Clint Hill, I don't know. Clint Hill, Ashley Cole's a tricky one. Ashley Cole's not even assisted a goal this season. Scholes don't deserve his place. Tommy Smith don't either. Lee Bowyer's going to probably fuck himself up now. Yeah, he's got a 1-match ban, so he's going to miss the next game. Okay, that is that again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to spout abuse at? If you want to slack me off for my recent video regarding an unnamed channel, go for it. I fucking love an argument. Till next time, guys, take it easy from me.